All right, so you want to record an audio file to use with your students or leave for a sub. Probably the easiest way to do that with the software that we already have loaded on all the computers is to use the program called Audacity. So you're looking at my desktop here, which is very messy, so please ignore most of the icons. The one we're looking for is right here. I just put my mouse on it, and you can see it's called Audacity. It's the same icon on all the computers. So I'm going to go ahead and double click on that and open it up. And it's very easy to use, you're going to see. So I'll just click that to get rid of it. All I got to do is make sure that I have a microphone plugged in, which obviously I do since I'm recording right now. And that's really all the prep that I have to do. Up here at the top you'll see are the buttons just like you'd see on a normal like stereo or any kind of player. And in the middle we've got the one that says record. It's the red button. If I put my mouse over any one of them, they'll tell me what the function is. So when I'm ready to start recording, when I'm all prepped and I've kind of worked out what I want to record and leave, all I have to do is hit that button. And as you can see right now, as I'm talking, you can see that it's putting in my voice. That's what you're seeing is that waveform. You can tell it's picking up my voice because right up here in the top we have the thing that's showing what's being recorded. So I just keep talking as long as I need to record whatever the audio is. Again, it doesn't matter that it's moving off the side here. It's showing me how many seconds I've been recording at the top. But I can just keep going. There's no, as far as I know anyway, there's no length limit. You could go hours if you wanted to. You can also, if you want to, you can pause like I just did. So if I finished a set of instructions and realized, or somebody's at my door or whatever, I can hit pause, and then when I'm ready, just unpause and it goes right back to recording. So then when I'm finished and all done and I get to the end of the audio file that I want to leave, I just am going to hit the stop button. Okay? Now it doesn't do anything. It just stops. And in fact, I could start recording again. It would record a second track, but I'm not going to do that. Okay? I could save this now as an Audacity file. If I just do file save or file save as, like you might use with a word processor or something like that, it's going to save it as an Audacity project. And that means that the only way to then open this file and listen to it again would be within Audacity. And that's not what I want. I want a sound file that I can leave that can be just played on any kind of audio player at all. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to come up here in the corner and I'm going to click on File, and I'm going to come down in the list and I'm going to click on Export. And now you'll see it's set to save on my desktop, which is a good thing. I like to do it that way rather than having to dig through folders and find where I saved it. I'm going to save to the desktop. Important thing to note is right here, save as type, and it's set to MP3 file, and that's what I want. I want to leave it as an MP3 file because MP3s are playable by pretty much any digital player nowadays. In fact, like even cars, you can record MP3s onto DVDs or CD discs, and a lot of cars now will play MP3s. But it also is a default file on computers. So what that means is I'll be able to just double click on it and it'll play, and I don't even need to think about what program to use. So I'm going to leave that as MP3, and I'm going to give this one a name. So I'm going to call it demo audio file, and I'm going to hit save. And this metadata thing pops up. And this is just if I was going to put together a whole folder full of these so that, you know, if it's, for instance, language quizzes and things like that, and I want to have a whole folder full of them so that if I need them or I want to use them in class, I might want to fill this out. So it's geared toward music, but instead of artist name, I would just put Dalton. Maybe track title would be Chapter 4 vocab. Okay, I don't need to fill in all of this. In fact, I don't need to fill out any of it if I don't want to, but I can fill out any of them I want to. So maybe I want to put in that this was in 2014 that I recorded it. All right, and then when I'm all finished, I just click OK. And you'll see now that it's exporting the file. It's creating that audio file for me, and that's it. It's done. I'm just going to minimize this for a second so you can see that right there. says demo audio file. If I double click on that, it'll go ahead and play the file now. And as you can see right now, as I'm talking, you can see that it's putting in my voice. So there you go. All right. So you now have an audio file that you can pretty much do anything you want to. Once it's here on the desktop, I could email it to somebody. I could put it on a flash drive. I could embed it on a web page if I wanted to. I can leave it in the Dropbox for subs. I can do whatever I need to do. Okay. Once I'm finished and I've checked my file to make sure it's the way I want to, I really don't need to save this Audacity project because I already have the audio file that I was after. So I'm just going to click X, and no, I don't need to save the changes, and I'm done. So that's it. That's all there is to it.